welcome to Pop Casual Talk full of insight. With me, Dita Training Group, and today we are talking about something that's been everywhere lately: artificial intelligence, or simply AI. And of course, I'm not alone in exploring this topic. Joining me today is a programmer who often works with AI. Agnia Rizky Fadila. Hi, Fadila. Hello. How are you today? I'm fine. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. Together, we'll break down what AI really means and how it's shaping our digital world. Honestly, AI has been all over my social media lately. People are using it to write designs, recreate artwork, and even make videos that looks incredibly real. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, it made me wonder: are we making life easier, or are we creating something we won't be able to control?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question, and I think a lot of people have same way like you. But before we decide whether AI is a friend or an enemy, do you know what is AI?
Honestly, I just know that AI is technology.
Yeah, most likely like that. But AI is a technology that allows computers to perform tasks that normally human intelligence, like computing image, understanding language, or analyzing large of small data.
So AI doesn't actually think like humans.
Not really, because they don't have an emotion, opinion, or consciousness. It learns patterns from data and predict like most likely answer. That's why AI can sound incredibly convincing, but it can still make a mistake.
I think that's something people often forget. Sometimes we trust AI too much just because it's on confidence.
Yeah, exactly. From my experience, AI is incredibly helpful, especially when I'm reading code or solving programming problems. And it saved me a lot of time, but I still review everything it's generated because AI sometimes don't understand the context of a project.
Really? So even developers, don't just copy and paste whatever AI give you.
No, because if we only copy and paste, it can in the future it's make a horror movie because we don't know what AI give the context.
Yeah, I guess that's true outside programming too. I use AI to help me understand difficult topic or organize my presentation, but I still make sure the information is correct.
Yes, exactly, and that's what probably the healthy ways to use it. Because AI is support our work, not replacing our thinking.
What kind of problem could happen if people rely on AI too much?
AI can sometimes generate a false information, create a realistic image, video, or even reflect bias from the data it's what trained to. There's also a concern about privacy and how automation might affect all certain jobs.
But at the same time, AI has done a lot of good too, right?
Yes, absolutely. AI is helping, like a doctor, it can detect disease early, supporting teacher with personalized learning, improving transportation, and making the business is more efficient. The technology itself isn't good or bad. It's how people choose to use it and makes the difference.
So maybe the real question isn't whether AI is our friend or our enemy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's whether we are responsible enough to use it wisely.
I couldn't agree more. AI is one of the most powerful tools we've ever created. If we combine with the human creativity
everywhere on social media. But here's the thing, none of these AI tools will even exist without one crucial foundation, the internet.
Yes.
So let's rewind a bit and dive into how the internet actually works.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Bye-Bye.
So, welcome life inside.
Elita and Dila. Let's begin and talk. Today, here with Dita, a study information who has a plenty of fun story about the digital world. And we're going to talk something that we can live without, the internet. But before we get serious, let's share a story Dita. I once tried to upload my assignment at 11:59 and the progress bar is stuck in 29%. And it feels like a horror movie and my heart also stopped. Have you ever had an internet drama like that?
Absolutely. During an online exam, my Wi-Fi suddenly died. I panicked, so I ran to my neighbor's house in Kajamas, carrying my laptop. Yes, carrying my laptop and shouted, "Pak, hotspot please!" I shouted like that at the gate, and the neighbor thought I was a thief and came up with a broom. You know, yes, broom. When I explained I just need internet, they laughed and gave me the password. Then I finished the exam on their boards, which kept fucking around. That's totally absurd, but my brain was sad.
The neighbor give you a safe thank you neighbor. But now I'm curious, since we use the internet every day in our phone, in our laptop, how does it actually work? How can simple click instantly show us a content?
So, the internet is a global network. Yeah, like a digital highway connecting millions of computers. Data is broken into small packets sent through fiber cables, satellite or radio waves, and then reassembled at the receiving device. So every time you scroll Instagram or TikTok, thousands of data packets are traveling back and forth in seconds. And information system with many protocols like TCP or IP. Yeah, there is something like a digital traffic rules that make sure data arrives safely and in order.
Wow, I think it's a long run to be get an internet yeah. I thought it was just click and wow, the content appears. But so it's like a special hardware for data. Without the tools, it won't be a chaos, right?
Exactly. Imagine cars on highway with no signs. That is totally chaos. So the internet works the same way. Without protocols, data shouldn't get lost or end up in the wrong place. That is the way it's complex but amazing because it makes the world feel like one big village.
That's fascinating. So the internet isn't just about entertainment, right? It's open up education, enable global business, and even change politics through social media.
But there's also a dark side. Yeah, something like misinformation, cybercrime, and addiction. Yeah, mostly addiction. I once saw someone believe that turning off Wi-Fi saves electricity. Totally unrelated. Totally. But it's somehow digital literacy is still lacking. You know.
So we need passport going to the internet yeah. So for the everyone watching at home, listen up. The internet isn't just about an entertainment on your phone. It's a global